The phone lit up at 3:07 a.m. One vibration. No contact name, just a number branded into my memory since childhood like caution tape. My father spoke before I could even clear my throat. "Are you at home?" I rubbed at my face, mind still half glued to sleep. "Yeah, I was sleeping." "What's going on?" "Lock every door." His voice wasn't panicked. It was engineered. Precise. The way someone speaks when they're cutting the right wire on an explosive. "Turn off every light. Take your boy to the spare room. Right now." I sat up. My pulse outran my thoughts. "You're scaring me." "Just do it. Don't let your wife know a thing." Then, nothing. Not silence like a phone call ending. Silence like someone waiting to hear whether you follow orders. I moved before my mind caught up. Locked the doors. Shut down every lamp. Picked up my son, his little fingers wrapping around mine, confused more than afraid. In the reflection of the guest room window, the world outside was pure black. Only my own mirror image staring back at me, bare chest, fast breathing, a man who suddenly didn't know if home was safe. And then she appeared in the hallway. My wife. Absolutely still. Expressionless. Watching me without blinking. Like she already knew what the call was about. Something split inside me, quietly, like a hairline crack in glass. My dad didn't call because he was losing his mind. He called because he knew. The next morning, she smiled casually while pouring coffee. "You were talking to your father again, weren't you?" That smile felt staged. Rehearsed. 8 months ago my father supposedly retired. He told me one thing before he vanished into his new, ordinary life. Paranoia keeps you alive longer than affection ever will. She had shifted in the past year. Late-night drives, hushed conversations behind the bathroom door, a new phone lock she claimed she never changed. It wasn't cheating that scared me. It was the possibility my wife was an identity, not a person. The CIA doesn't retire people like my father. It buries them behind aliases. So if he alerted me at 3 a.m. to hide from her, that meant something was operating behind my marriage. I checked her device one afternoon while she showered. Contacts with no names. Calls to DC that never appeared on our bill. I copied one number, sent it to Reeves, one of my father's old analysis buddies. 3 days later, Reeves texted. "That's an encrypted agency extension. Choose your confidences very carefully." After that, every conversation with her felt scripted. Every touch felt choreographed. I lay awake beside her at night, her head on my shoulder, wondering if the warmth was real or tactical. Then I found an old photograph stuffed behind her nightstand. A training camp group shot. My father in one row. Her in another. 10 years younger. Uniform on. Smiling like someone posing for a mission briefing. I didn't accuse her. I studied her. Because my father raised me in a house where truth wasn't spoken, it was harvested. Then a plain envelope arrived in the mail. My father's handwriting, sharp, angled, clinical. Inside, a classified personnel file. Her name wasn't Emma. She'd been recruited in Prague. Surveillance Division. Assigned to monitor Target 472B. My father. And me. She married the target's son for proximity. The woman I kissed goodnight, the mother of my child, was never my wife. She was an operative embedded into my bloodline. That evening she came home humming, grocery bags in both hands. I stood at the counter. "Can I ask you something?" She smiled, effortless. "Of course." I slid the file toward her. No dialogue needed, the pages contained the truth. Her face didn't break, it deconstructed. One muscle at a time, the mask dissolving. "How long have you known?" she whispered. "Long enough." She reached for the file. I pulled it away. Her hands shook, not from guilt, but because she suddenly realized I wasn't the gullible man she assumed I was. "You'll leave quietly," I said. "Tonight." Tears welled instantly, perfect, like she'd rehearsed crying in a mirror. "I love you." "No," I said, voice flat. "You were assigned to." She stepped toward me, maybe hoping to disarm me emotionally, but I moved out of reach. Her phone buzzed. Unknown caller. She flinched. "I already notified them," I said. "They're coming for you." "Not me." Her silence slammed into the center of the room. For the first time she looked small. Not the handler. The asset. "You have no idea what you've set in motion," she murmured. "Oh, I know exactly what this is," I replied. "I learned from the best." By sunrise she was gone. No note. No goodbye. Just the leftover trace of her perfume stuck to our sheets like a false memory. At dawn, my father called again. "It's finished?" "No," I said quietly. It's the moment I stopped acting naive. His breathing paused. Then he said softer. You made the only choice you could. I hung up. My son shifted in his sleep beside me, unaware, untainted. Truth, in its purest form, lying under a blanket. Outside, the daylight crawled across the glass, pale and insincere. And a single thought formed in my head like a razor. Paranoia doesn't preserve your life. It just prevents you from ever closing your eyes. Thanks for watching. Remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe to Cheating Stories Insight World for more insane real-life betrayals.